Dearest gentle reader, the town is abuzz, for beneath glittering ballrooms there swims a most daring secret, where a siren's heart yearns for society, and love demands a perilous price.
Hey guys, welcome back to Maddie Sews. Today I decided to make another Regency inspired dress just in time for the 4th season of Bridgerton. I can't believe there's already 4 seasons. And today, my recent victim, if you will, is Ariel. Now, today is the day that the 4th season is going to come out, and I am so excited that I was able to post on this day, because usually I don't make garments around the time that the movies or shows come out. So without further ado, let's go ahead and get started. All right, ladies and gentlemen, this is the gorgeous pile of scraps that I have acquired, and I am so freaking excited for this project. I saw all of these fabrics and was like, what can I do to make this as princessy looking as possible? So I'm just gonna show you for reference. We got pile number 1 for project number 1, pile number 2, pile number 3, and there's an extended pile on the table over here. And I'm going to be using all of those for separate projects that I'm working on. Trying to get a lot of these done before break ends. We'll see how that works. But transferring back. So we have this beautiful velvet that I really want to use for this project, but I also could see myself making like a mini Aurora dress out of this, which I would absolutely adore that. It's on my bucket list for this year. I think what I have narrowed this project down to is we're going to use this beautiful pink as the underskirt portion, and then I'm going to use this really pretty teal velvet for part of the bodice, and then I'm going to be using this as the pretty like drapey portion of the skirt that I always put on my Regency dresses. This is probably going to be the underlining for this. And then this I'm probably going to save for a Giselle dress, because this is absolutely beautiful satin. It's a crepe back satin, and I really just want to save this because there's enough of it for a separate project. And then this can be my backup if this fabric doesn't work. And then finally, to add really that mermaid-esque, I'm going to use this for a shawl to create kind of like this oceany effect. So I think those are all the colors I'm going to use for now. But now let me show you what the design actually looks like, so I'm not making you have to come up with this avant-garde look in your head. So like I said in the intro video, I'm really trying to just do kind of a Giselle-esque inspired dress, but make it very obviously Ariel themed and adjust it for Regency style clothing. But the way I'm going to do that is through this very embarrassing sketch. The way I should let you know that I had to trace all over my friend's house to find this pen is kind of embarrassing. So like I was telling you with the fabrics, this is going to be our sheer organza scarf, which was the last material I showed you. I'm thinking of using the velvet for the sleeves at least, and then potentially for the bodice. But I also think it would be so pretty if I just did the green lace as the train and then the green lace on the bodice as well. And then I'm going to find some kind of shell brooch right here, and then this is going to be the pink underskirt that I was telling you about. The pattern we are using today is this McCall's collection pattern. And we are doing the one that is not on the front of it. It is C, which looks like that. It's just the really simple bodice. We're going to be messing around with the bodice though, and adjusting it in a couple ways. So I am going to go ahead and show you what my plan is, and then we'll cut it all out and we'll be basically ready to start sewing. Hey guys, we've gone ahead and compiled all the fabrics. So this teal right here is going to be the sleeves. We're going to have a little lace insert on top of this beautiful two-tone dupioni. Then we have this really nice mulberry colored stretch knit, which I think it'll be fine for the skirt. And then we have, of course, the really pretty teal lace. So now that I have like the general plan, this should make things a whole lot easier. I did want to remind you that there will be a seashell brooch sitting in the center of this eventually. So these are the basic bodice pieces. Now the one we're actually going to be adjusting is this one. And we are going to be doing a basic under bodice, and then we're going to do a curve like so. And then that gappy area where the curve won't be is where we're going to add that cute little inset. And then the rest of these pieces are going to just stay the same. So let's get to cutting out. So guys, we are officially done and my knees are killing me. Ooh, goodness. I just wanted to show you before I get sewing what our dress looks like. So here's the front of the dress. This is what the sleeves look like. We have our lining pieces, and then over here we have our skirt, which just needs to be trimmed and attached to the pink, which needs to be sewn. And then once all of that is configured, we'll move on to the bodice. So the main body, the lining attached together, and then work on the sleeves. So that's our order of operations. I am exhausted. I'm probably going to sew a tiny bit and then get myself in bed so I can get ready for a fairly early morning tomorrow. So let's sew a little bit and then I'll see you first thing tomorrow. Hey guys, here's our finished skirt. It was really easy to put together, and now I'm just gonna do a little bit more on the bodice tonight before heading to bed. Hey guys, here's what our bodice looks like right now, and I think this is where I'm going to call it for the night. I've gotten a lot done, surprisingly, for this evening. All I have left is to attach the sides and then sew the lining in. Now, I'm going to go ahead and attach the zipper to the front and back of the bodice before I add the lining, just so I can have some, clean lines and everything just will fit a lot smoother and look a lot nicer in the end. I'm trying to do this with a lot of my new projects just so I can keep everything a little bit more professional than in previous times. But otherwise, that is where we have made it for the night. I am beat. See you tomorrow. Hey guys, it's a bit late, but I'm gonna sew a handful of things to try to get the bodice completed tonight. We'll see how far that goes though. So I'm gonna go ahead and start piecing together the side bodice pieces and the back bodice pieces, try to attach them to the front, see how far we get, and then from there I will hopefully finish the dress up first thing tomorrow morning. I've got a little bit of a progress update for you. So this is what our bodice is looking like right now. I think she'll fit, we'll see. But here's what she looks like. I have the back attached, and here's our front, and now I'm just gonna do the other side. Hey guys, here is our current bodice, and now we're gonna attach her to the skirt, and then we will get started on the lining. Hey guys, here is our bodice attached. I don't know why, but this is making me feel like it's crooked. Do you ever have anything incredibly stupid that absolutely fricks up your editing process? Well, apparently my phone went into slow-mo without me knowing. And I apologize, the shaky audio is from my mic on my earbuds, and I just went to get dinner because I'm in the middle of editing during a cold snap, and so my phone has been acting up all day. So apologies for that. Essentially, I am trying to show you through my lack of words that I'm adding a brooch to the bodice. Everything looks good, and other than something looking slightly quirky, everything is a-okay. So with that freaking awkward stint in the middle of this video, let's get back to sewing the zipper on the back and starting on the sleeves. Okay, here is the ground level look. So my biggest pet peeve is the skirt is a hair shorter than I wanted it to be. The train looks great. Love the train. Here's what she looks like. She falls really nicely in the back. That was the worst version of what I was trying to say ever. But she falls really nicely. Looks really clean. I really like that. All I have left to do though is make the sleeves, which will really be the icing on the cake, which sells that this is an Ariel dress. So I'm gonna go ahead and do that, see if the sleeves will get improved a little bit. But here is our little Regency number. I think she's pretty cute. I really like her. So Oh, I forgot to mention, I also have to sew the lining after this. I'm gonna go ahead and put the lining together now, try to attach it, and then from there we'll go with the zipper. Hey guys, so I've gone ahead and changed up the base of the dress a little bit. I added these flowers and this brooch. That is my boyfriend in the corner. But now I'm gonna add the zipper in the back before attaching the lining. Hey guys, we've added our zipper and now it's time to work on the lining. Now that the zipper's in, I'm gonna go ahead and attach our finished lining inside by sewing around all of the main body seams. Boyfriend, hello. Hey guys, so I went ahead and finished up sewing the inside of the bodice, and here's what she looks like now. She looks nice and clean and put together. And now I'm gonna go ahead and sew the shoulder seams for each side and then attach the sleeves. And that is the remaining things needed to be done to finish this dress. But otherwise, we're all done. So that being said, thank you so much for watching. Let's get these sleeves done and then I'll show you the final result. Now, I'm not gonna lie, my energy is super low today. I don't know what it is that's making me feel this way. I think I might be getting sick, but I'm gonna try to do as little as possible and not overly push myself because I am beat, to be honest. So I'm gonna go ahead and try to get a decent portion of the train and overskirt done today and then see if I have time to do the underskirt. Hey guys, here are the sleeves completely attached and here's what our dress looks like. I think she turned out really cute. So I'm gonna go ahead and start filming her final reveal video in the next couple days. But otherwise, that is all we have for you today. So if you enjoyed this video, please like, share, comment down below. Let me know what you think about it. I'd love to hear some ideas for some more content because I am quickly burning through all the stuff I've edited for the first month of January. So without further ado, here's our final result.
And so, dear readers, Ariel has made her debut on the Ton. Until next time, keep your secrets and your scandals close.